Yeah.
look just the same.
Oh man, good to see you. Good to see you. You look just the same as you did before.
You see what is funny with that render? It's really confusing because this, it's just so much going between some Ducati beats, and it's the Yamaha graphics, and I don't know, it's a bit of a Kawasaki language or something.
I mean, and when you look in there, it's like total nonsense. What's going on? There's like sort of bit of engine or something, some tubes, and I mean, it's I just like it. But I mean, it's so well shaded. Just you can tell exactly what it's like.
The
surface. It looks like a photograph of a surface that you would.
The gradient, like those gradients here and there.
Yeah.
Look at this light as well. The render of the light. It's fucking cool. It's fucking cool, but yeah, the design is a bit crap, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is the thing we're going to discover, that the same way it's easy to sell a shit design with a good sketch. There's a lot of shit that just looks really nicely rendered, but actually, when you really zoom in on it, you're like, yeah, this is kind of not that good.
I think it's a bit complex too. I don't know. In some ways, I like it because when I use it, I just, it's more like defining something more, and then getting the render of it. So I think it works better. If it's not enough information, it just goes mental everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, that is really cool. I like it because it's as you say, it's like those exoskeleton. Or those parametric, they call now the parametric
generative design.
Generative,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. Where it works out what the load path is and takes away all the material that doesn't need to be there, and
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. It's a bit like Gruyere, but
this is gonna be super. This is super wide here, right? Because of the radiator.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem with this bike, is that sodding radiator, and having to get, and actually, then he's doubled up on the oil coolers on the other side as well. So we've got But actually, it's not that big when you kind of get on the bike and you see it. It's like, oh, actually, it's actually not that wide. It's just because the frame is mega narrow.
So. Yeah, exactly. But it's the frame which is quite narrow.
Yeah,
but it's cool that it's a bit. I like it that it's a bit wider. Where the legs are. Because I think it's a good point. Being a bit protected behind. And to be fair, there's always a gap, usually between that plane.
Between where?
Like, suppose the frame and whatever engine it's there, and there is most of the time some gap, some different level where the legs are or something like this.
Yeah.
To be more protective and more aerodynamic or something.
Yeah. But I think it's got. I mean, I think it's got quite a nice, shape cut in.
It's kind of beautiful. That
stretching under. It's getting there.
The tail is beautiful. It's really nice. It's a bit fluid. Maybe a bit more like MV Agusta or something.
It's quite organic, and I tell you what, it's supposed to be. And I've discovered that if you want things to be kind of organic, then you need to twist. You need to break all the rules and twist patches. But you got to learn the rules before you can break the rules, boy. Wax on, wax off.
The rules, yeah, no twist. Man, it went so quick. This is mad. Christmas, it just went so quickly. It was,
Yeah, good to get back to work there. I really missed it. I was
really,
really like kind of waiting for my family to leave so I could go and just fucking put my headset on. Oh
seriously,
man,
you
yeah,
fucking
honestly,
did
I swear.
You don't want to raise a little bit that line.
Well,
I think
I've
it's a
always
bit.
had it high. I've always the problem is I've had it high.
I, I
I
mean, I
every
don't
single
mean
every
high
single.
like this, you know.
No.
Ah,
I'll show, no. I'll show you. I'll show you.
yes. Oh yeah, that is fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah, but that was yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think
this
that
is
was the
yeah. I
one. I
remember
think that
this
was
one.
the one I
This
did for
one.
the video. I think that was the one I did for the video. But
I think when I was with you at that time, you were doing something like this already.
yeah, but I want to
I like it.
pursue
You know
something a
what I
bit.
think, Nick?
Yeah. Tell me what you think.
That's on. Yeah, just running. What I think is right now, it just. I mean, when I see the tongue that you had before, it looks like something a bit more unique in the way that it's a bit more it's a bit more simple, it's more mechanical. It goes along that fucking wheelbase.
Well, we're gonna have to actually.
Right now you just right now you try to add a lot of things which are not really, I don't know, I feel they are a bit overdone compared to what the bike is, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I I have to try. I have to try and make it simple as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a solution. Um,
Huh?
I think it's a solution, but I think it um in terms of the overall. Oh man, let me have let me show you on the sketch on this sketch here. Um,
And that is cool.
I think
I think it's just too
I
much
think
like
when we start going
yes,
higher at the back here like this and going like 90s sports bike, then it's
90s sports bike. I mean,
you know
what are you talking?
like a
It's not
fucking
90s sport bike.
no. But if you start making it like a 90s sports bike, right? No.
But this is really like it's more like I don't know.
But see the
It's
guy.
between a SS and a Yamaha R6 or something like this. You know what I mean?
But what about see the
It's not
guy
like
in
the
the
other one will be more like a GP bike, you know.
well, yeah. But the thing is, I don't want them. I don't want this to look like the modern day GP bikes.
No, MotoGP, no. I'm talking more the Moto 2 because this is the size. This is that mid-size
Yeah.
racing bike that we are talking about. Is there something wrong with that guy? Or he looks something looks wrong. He's too small. Can he put
No,
his leg on the ground?
he's too small.
He looks like his head or the bike is so massive, or I don't know. Actually, he has fat legs, maybe.
Well, do you remember last week the um when I drew around on that other video when I drew around my legs and it actually showed that the legs like way further forwards.
Yeah.
So uh,
I don't know. It looks, or maybe because he doesn't have his helmet and it looks small on the bike, maybe.
mm. But you know what? His front wheel. Oh my god!
What?
The position of the front wheel. Okay, my handlebar on my SV, which is roughly where the light fighter. They were not that far off ergonomically. The light fighter um
Really?
and my
From
SV.
the SV.
They
This was
weren't.
the SV 650 also.
So this is my SV 650, and the front wheels in the same place. But actually, the ergonomics are not that far off. It's just that the where you sit actually on the bike is in a really different place to the light fighter. Yeah, the distance between the handlebars and the front wheel on
Mhm.
this is, let's see, I made it from that tire. It's like 120 millimeters different.
How much difference?
As in, the front wheel is about 120 mil further forwards relative to the handlebars. Oh, actually, I tell you what, you might be right about that fuel tank. But
That seriously, that start of the fuel tank you made is really cool. I really like it.
I'm going to do the other one. I just we'll put a pin in this one for now, and then we'll. I want to see where this one goes. Can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm here.
No, sorry. It's just it went suddenly quiet. So
Yeah, I was like
I
the
was thinking
thinker
you went
thinking.
you went uncharacteristically quiet. Uh,
What?
so
Yeah, no, I always think why we have such a massive front like this. I don't understand that actually.
massive front.
I mean, we need protection for the handlebar, but they don't need to be as wide. Huh?
Yeah.
They're
Well,
so massive.
I think I think part of the reason why it's so wide is because I've drawn these lines in with actually I haven't really tuned it all yet. I was just pulling in this. I was just pulling in the geometry I needed. But yeah, you're right. It's way wide. Yeah, it's massive.
It's like, ooh,
Yeah, like crazy frog. Yeah, because I had some lines. I had some lines in there from before, and I guess I matched them to those lines. But oh,
well, I have your little Hypermono standing on my desk.
yeah. Do I?
It's cool.
Is there a little me?
Hey, bonjour, bonjour,
Bonjour.
bonjour.
Oh, it's funny. I was looking back through some of our old videos actually, and it was there was you and me fucking around doing the original one. You remember doing the
Yeah.
original Light Fighter? Sorry.
Take that.
Oh.
Where are you, Nick? Where are you?
Hello.
Yeah, he's gonna. Okay, not that funny. I mean, okay.
Oh my yes. Oh my god.
Let me shoot this. I mean,
Wow.
So I tell you what. Let me try and persuade you. Maybe that's a bit flat there.
Yeah.
But
He
that
also looks.
like this thing I like this in cooperation with the shit that's going on here on the tail. Do you know what I mean? I mean, okay.
I think you try to break the rules.
Oh,
Oh yeah, did you reduce the front or what?
I was going to say to you, why don't you pull it around?
Can I
Go for it.
have the copy? No? Actually, this is why that fucking gravity sketch is awesome. because more
Exactly.
than the air, you can control more of the stuff, and you can do some more crazy stuff because just you pull and grab and try stuffs. Hey, Tammy, do you use those ribbons as making surfaces, or it's pretty cool actually, those ribbons.
Almost exclusively. Yeah.
And then you just modify it.
Yeah. Well, I normally have it on low poly, and then just do like
Yeah.
one or two bits, and then I'll just grab the end and then pull it out. Well, I quite like how that fuel tank's starting to shape up. I don't really know what's going on here, but like you say, it's got to pick up this. Oh, actually, there was one through here that worked. Right, that's it. I'm out of here. Fabien, have a wicked New Year's Eve. I'm sure I'll send you a message tomorrow, and then you'll send me back 10,000 emojis.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, man. That was cool.
All right,
Cheers. Have a good evening,
cheers,
man.
man. And
It's tonight. Huh? Happy New Year. Yeah, have a good party.
Happy New Year to you too, man.
Cheers,
And
man, to you and your family. Enjoy. See you
enjoy.
later, man.